Hey everyone, Overkill here again for another video. This time it is my review of the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, whichever you prefer to say. And this version of Vegeta, unlike the last Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, does come with a Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Red alternate head with it, which is really awesome. So, to start it off, let's take a look at the box. As you can see on the front, it does have the little window so you can see everything inside with the name on it and the Tamashii Nation seal of approval. You got the Funimation toy animation stickers, and then at the bottom we do see Tamashii Nations and Bandai here at the bottom. Up here we see some different poses that you can put the Vegeta in, and it spans over to the side of the box, which nothing special, just shows a hand, a face, and then the chest. Just kind of, I guess, stylized look for the box. And on the opposite side, it just says the name, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta name here. Top of the box doesn't have anything on it, and then the bottom just tells you a little bit about the figure here as well. And for the back, we see, talks about Vegeta, super modeling. Mastercrafted sculpt accurately depicts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta form in meticulous detail. And this shows some more, shows them with the blue hair and the red hair and a couple more poses and stuff. And all the foreign writing on the back. So, without further ado, let's get this thing open and see what it looks like. Here we have the Vegeta out of the box inside the clamshell. That way we can see everything. And we can see that he has two heads total. One for the blue, one for the red. And the blue head actually has two alternate faces, which is pretty cool. And he does come with 7 extra hands and a crossed arm accessory, which is classic Vegeta. This one here does not have the Wii symbol on it. The color knot's pretty cool. Let's take it out of the clamshell and get a closer look at it. Here is the Vegeta out of the package, and I've got to say that he feels pretty sturdy compared to some of the other Figuarts that I've had in the past. Or it could be that I've been dealing with a lot of Figmas and stuff lately and not remembering. But yeah, it feels really good. I like the weight of this character. It don't feel like it's going to break easy. And it's really awesome. And he's got a lot of points of articulation. It's almost like they went with more of the Super Vegeta look with the Super Saiyan Blue as opposed to just the normal slimmer looking Vegeta body. If you want to see a little bit of a difference, this is the newer molds that they use now. But the old ones didn't have all the flashy stuff on it. It was just, I mean, they had a lot of articulation on and stuff, but the newer stuff here at the hips, that stuff wasn't existing on the old stuff. Let's take a look at the articulation. First up, the head. You know you get full rotation because the head does come off the peg. And he can look down about like that. Look up about that far. And then for the arms, it'll move up without stressing it too much about that far. And go down just like so. And it does have full rotation on it as well. And then you get to the upper bicep and it swivels all the way around. At the elbow, it's double jointed. So you can get really good bending on it. And you can go completely straight with it. And then next will be at the wrist, and since the hands change, it's the same as the head. If it's on a peg, more than likely you're gonna get full rotation on it. But it's got a little thing here you can bend the wrist back and forward a little bit. You could see here. And then the other arm, obviously the same. And then he does have the ab crunch. It allows him to look down about that far. And he goes back like that. But when you take him back, keep a note that he does have a big gap here. And then at the waist, it does got full turn and a little bit of movement with it, which is pretty cool. And then next would be the legs, and that's the wild part of the articulation that allows for a lot of movement with the legs compared to some of the other figures that you've seen me review lately, like the Mafexes and stuff, that allows for the legs to go up pretty high in comparison. So you can see go way out for some awkward stuff and way back, which is really cool. And then not only with that movement, it twists. The leg itself twists around. So it's pretty cool. I mean, all kinds of directions with that. That's really awesome. And then the knee is double jointed, so it allows it to go that far back and straighten completely out. And then with the ankle, it's got, you can look in here and see the peg it's on, which allows full rotation on it, the same as the hands. They go up about that far, and then when you use the toes, it kicks out about that high, and then goes down way far because the peg works really well with it. And then the other leg's the same. So that's pretty cool. Next up, let's take a look at some of the alternate faces. For this one, you just pop off this face, and the hair and all comes with it. And as you can tell, and on this one, we'll take a closer look for you. And it's just kind of got that normal, serious look for Vegeta. The next one we'll add will be kind of like a shouting Vegeta, like he's doing an attack. And it's easy to put on. You just pop it into the holes, like so. And if you get it right, it flushes straight in. You can't see the gaps. It goes right into the hairline, which is really cool. And it's just easy fix to show just a different face, different pose, just like that. Just changing that out, which is cool. Next up, we do have the angry face for Vegeta. And I do like some of the shading on it and stuff, which is pretty cool. I like that. It's the same concept. You just fit it in, the pegs in till it's flush. That way you don't see any lines. And then you don't even know it changes out. That's a really cool look for Vegeta. I like that he has that really angry look, ready to fight, getting mad maybe at Frieza or something. Really cool. I mean, just a simple face change does so much for these figures. It just totally different things you can do with it without even bothering using the hands yet. The next up is the part that I'm wanting to use with my Vegeta, is the alternate head, because I already own the other Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta that they released, what was it, 2 years ago, I think? So I wanted this one mainly for the Super Saiyan God, or Super Saiyan Red head on it. We'll take a closer look at it as well. You can see with this one, this is the first in line for Super Saiyan Red. They did have a Goku. This is the first time that Vegeta got it. He does not have alternate faces, but I think it still comes off. So maybe a future figure may have that effect. Or you can do something really wild looking and do a combination of the both, I guess. Because I bet the pegs still fit. Yeah. So you can have like a blue-red combo. Maybe, I guess, if you use a customizer, you could work something out to make it look like he's transitioning from red to blue. It would make it look pretty cool like that. Or if you just wanted maybe a custom character for your collection. I'd say there'll be a future Vegeta or something. They won't just add that in for no reason. There'll be something that they add in. So let's take a look at the hands next. Take the fist off. And we will go with the typical hand that they have in every figure, which is what I like to use for my posing like they're fighting. You know, that's what I see when I do that, or when he's doing the pose with Goku. And then next we have one of my favorites. With this one, you know, I love these because it looks like they're using energy blasts. So I use that hand a lot on my display on my open Figuarts. Really cool. You can pose them like that. If you had some stands and some of the energy effects, you could just set it up in front of it and make it look like he's shooting stuff. I actually picked up a Saint Seiya pack off Amazon, and that's what I use to make with Vegeta, where he gets angry and he does the multiple ki blasts. And then next on the hands, we have one more for that style, and it is kind of like a grabbing hand, which is pretty cool. Well, if I can, like so. And I like to use these hands, like if I have a pose of Vegeta and Goku fighting, I'll have like Vegeta catching Goku's fist, which is pretty cool looking for non-ki blast fights. And then lastly, if we put the fist back on, you take the right one off, and this is a special one just for this hand only. And I think everybody knows this pose with Vegeta. And it is the thumbs up, bragging about himself. He's using every fight. And we'll set him up here. And this is his arrogant, you know, look at me, I'm Super Saiyan God, look. He did this against, I think, every character or every villain in the series. So, I mean, that's just his thing. He's arrogant. That's what we like him for. That's why he's such an awesome character. And then lastly, I think to do the crossed arms, you pop these off. All the way up at the upper arm. I know this from my Piccolo I have in my collection. Because the only other Vegeta I actually got open in my collection is the other Super Saiyan Blue. And you pop it into, you kind of take advantage of the joints like so. And there's Vegeta with the crossed arms. I mean, that's an iconic Vegeta look. Post Saiyan Saga, every time you see him, he's just standing there with his arms crossed, laughing at somebody or acting like he's the toughest guy in the room. And, I mean, you know, that's just, like I was saying earlier, typical Vegeta that we love. That's why we like him so much. Really cool. That's all the features for Vegeta. This is the way I'm going to pose him in my collection. Like so, with the crossed arms and the red hair. And he'll look great in my collection. What do you guys think? Is this a Vegeta you'd like to have? If you already own the previous Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, would you even want to get this one? Is the red hair option enough? Do you think Tamashii should focus more on releasing alternate head packs instead of a whole new figure? I mean, the figure does look different. There's a lot more to it, so don't judge it based on that. The darker blue, the bulkier body is so much better. I prefer this one 10-to-1 over the previous Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And I did like the other Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. But this one is better, and it's a great addition to the collection. It's probably my favorite Vegeta, which I can't peg on much because I've not had many of my Figuarts of him open. But yeah, I mean, he's really awesome, and I'm glad to have him in my collection. He's going to look great next to my Super Saiyan God Goku. Having two reds together, that'll look really awesome. And I'll probably have him pose, maybe fighting my Broly, which would look cool. So that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, this is the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan God Vegeta from SH Figuarts, Tamashii Nations. New release. This is the American version again, as always, for my channel. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you all farewell.